Yo, 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 YouTube, how are you guys doing today? It is a beautiful Saturday, and today on One Piece Character Review, we are going to be talking about Charlotte Amande. Amande. You guys will know her when you see her. You guys will know her when you see her. Alright, so Demon Lady Charlotte Amande is the third daughter and seventh child of the Charlotte family, and the second quadruplet sister to Monde, 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚎𝚛, and 𝚑𝚝, and a snake-neck human hybrid. She's also an officer of the Big Mom Pirates and serves as Totoland's Minister of Nuts, governing over Nuts Island. Due to her actions and role, she's a supporting antagonist in the Whole Cake Island arc. Now, Amande, I'm just gonna call her Amande. Amande is a very tall, very slim, and extremely pale woman with long, light blue hair that is curled at the end. She has large lips, sullen light green eyes, and a small, almost flat nose. As a member of the Snake Neck tribe, she has an unusually long neck, though it appears to be shorter and less flexible than those of her two other half-snake neck siblings, 𝚲𝚘𝚎𝚛𝚒 and 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚎𝚛, which has a tattoo of a stripe and two hearts on it. Her face is obscured by a hat and an extremely wide brim, which is easily about 3 times her size. When her face is visible, she usually wears a cold and melancholy expression with a lit cigarette in the corner of her mouth. She wears a pair of hooped earrings, a light blue dress with vertical stripes, and a red sash around her waist. Okie dokie, and now we move on into her personality. Now, Amanda is very stoic and cold, always appearing to be very reserved and quiet. She does not seem to show or express any emotion. However, she can be very expressive verbally, which can be seen in a quote from her. What is the use in killing another if their life ends instantly? I only slice my foes at the most painful and excruciating of speeds. Now, Amanda is very loyal to her mother and will execute any mission she is given with no qualms about killing enemies. She seems to be highly ruthless and sadistic at the same time, as she claims there is no meaning in slaughter without grievously tormenting the first victim, which is shown when she killed King Baum. She killed King Baum by cutting him clean in half. She made sure that his death would be long and agonizing, even though he tried to explain himself of his powerlessness against the Straw Hats. She appears to hold care for the island she governs, which is Nuts Island, as she tries to stop Big Mom from destroying it. Amanda even shows concern for her family when Brûlé called out for help when she tried to save her. Alright, and now we will move on into her relationships. She is very, very loyal to her mother, will execute any mission and fight for her and fight her enemies. She is very loyal to her siblings as well. When she joined the enraged army to avenge Cracker's defeat, it was essentially all of the Big Mom pirates who have like a name for themselves without being like a top level fighter, like Cracker, Katakuri, Smoothie, the one that was beaten by the fallen angel, Mad Monk Yuruji, beat somebody who was also a top level person, but that's a completely separate story. But that's what the enraged army was. It was essentially all of the Big Mom pirates who had a name for themselves but were not top level, like the top level fighters. They all showed up with an army of people to fight one person, and Luffy, who was already tired and injured, fought him off. He didn't fight him off. He got captured, but dude threw hands with like a full-blown army. It was wild. But she was part of that army. She also tried to rescue Brûlé from Luffy when Luffy was holding her sister captive. Moving on into the enemies. Now, the Vinsmoke family, due to the fact that she was part of the assassination team that was meant to kill the Vinsmoke family, she is seen as an enemy of the family by both in her opinion and in the Vinsmoke family's opinion. Now, the Sanji retrieval team, after Cracker was defeated by Luffy, she joined the army to deal with him. When Luffy appeared at Nuts Island after capturing Brûlé, Amanda tried to attack Luffy to save her sister. And the Fire Tank Pirates. When the Fire Tank Pirates revealed their treachery and their assassination plot, Amanda joined her family in surrounding them and attempting to kill them. And then finally, King Baum, due to his unwilling allegiance to Nami, because Nami had the Vivre card of Big Mom, which gives off her soul, so the homies can't go against Big Mom's soul. So she was able to control King Baum, and due to that, she mercilessly bisected him, which is a long and hard word. So essentially what bisected means is cut clean in half down the middle. All right, and today we're going to end off with her abilities and powers. Now, as Minister of Nuts, Amande has authority over Nuts Island and governs specifically over Peanuts Town. She is capable of leading the island's Tartar ships, which is essentially the Big Mom Navy, into combat. And as an officer of the Big Mom Pirates, she has authority over lower-ranking members of her crew. Now, she's a very capable warrior, capable of massacring several armed knights in order to gather eggs. I'm not joking. She massacred a bunch of knights to get eggs for the tea party. She has a great reputation, enough that 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚢𝚛𝚒, the 𝙲𝚘𝚎 kingdom, specifically Princes 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚢𝚛𝚒 and 𝙲𝚘𝚎 recognized her as a heavyweight within the Big Mom Pirates, which is again notable due to the Big Mom Pirates being incredibly large, powerful, and dangerous. She's an incredibly strong person, and the force of her sword strikes can cut down large numbers of armed knights equipped with metal armor and shields. While killing King Baum, Amande was able to cleanly slice through him in his giant truck with great ease, despite cutting him at a low speed to torment him, right? She did a very slow cut, but strong enough to make it clean, like slicing through paper almost. It was ridiculous. She also managed to cut through 𝚬𝚘𝚙𝚢𝚛𝚒's extremely hard candy wall that was resilient enough to withstand Luffy's giant pistol. Despite the size of her sword, she's able to use it very quick, and she moved rapidly to attack Luffy from behind. Now, speaking further of her swordsmanship, she wields a 𝙗𝚘𝚙𝚎 called 𝙬𝚙𝚙𝚎. The sword is a 𝚕𝚗. I don't know how to pronounce it. The sword's a 𝚕𝚗, implying that it is a very high quality. She is exceptionally proficient with her 𝙗𝚘𝚙 and has great cutting ability with it, as she could easily massacre a bunch of armored knights. That's one of her biggest feats, is massacring these bunches of knights. And cutting apart the massive homie tree King Baum and cleaving through her brother's candy wall, which is ridiculously strong, right? A lot of people don't realize how strong Luffy's giant pistol is by the time he's in Wano. Right, that's strong and probably coated in hockey at this point, right? So, very, very strong, very strong. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching with me, and watching this video all the way to the very end. You guys could leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell. It would mean the world to me. I'm trying to get out there. I love you guys so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.